Hi everybody! Today we're going to make a summer fruit crumble, and as ever we need to wash our hands really well with our lovely blue soap. So we're washing hands, putting on a clean apron as always, and then we will get cooking. Alright, it's very simple today, a lovely summer fruit crumble. But if you don't have summer fruits, it doesn't matter because you can use any kinds of fruits. All right, so lovely clean hands, give them a dry, like that. Nice clean apron, and we're ready to go. Right, so today we have got some yummy things. And our crumble's a little bit different because we use oats, all right? Just gives it a lovely crunch, makes it a little bit more special. So what we've got here in this dish here, I've got blackberries and raspberries. So there are the summer fruits, all right? In this one here, I've got plum, a red plum, and apple, all right? You could use blueberries, strawberries, and obviously you could use apples and pears, all right? So for this recipe, you need oats, you need flour, but plain flour, please. Brown sugar is nicer and better, but you can use white sugar, all right? That's up to you. Cinnamon, again, depending on the fruits you're using, all right? A little bit of syrup or honey to just give the fruit a little bit of a lift, but again, don't use too much because the fruits can be natural. And then butter, or if you prefer margarine, or you can use pure if you're dairy-free. Okay, so just to point out, this is what the fruit looks like in the dish, all right? Like that. This is what it looks like once the crumble is on top, but this is still raw. This hasn't been cooked yet. So this will go into the oven for about 20 minutes and go golden brown. And that is how the crumble looks when it comes out. Delicious, all right? Now, container-wise, you could make it in an oven-proof dish. You don't need to make it in the containers that we're making it in. Okay, brilliant. So, equipment, very simple. You will need measuring scales or you can use your spoons, all right? We've got a fork, a dessert spoon, a teaspoon, a timer. I think it's very important, a timer, actually, because it's quite easy to forget what you've done or put in the oven and lose track of time. And then we've got a bowl, all right? Now, depending on how much you're making, obviously that will depend on the size of your bowl. So I've got a small bowl here and I've got a slightly bigger one here, all right? Now, I'm afraid we're cutting down on time, so I'm just gonna put these things to the side and I'm gonna get going. And it's really simple, lots and lots of fun, so enjoy. So into our bowl, I am going to put 100 grams of plain flour, in it goes. 100 grams of mixed brown sugars, yum. Porridge oats to give it a lovely crunch, in it goes. A teaspoon, or however much you want, of cinnamon. You could use ginger, you could use allspice, up to you. Some soft butter or margarine, in it goes. Get my fork, there we go. And then, it's very warm today, so I'm going to use the fork, all right? You're going to mash it all down. Here we go, look at that, all right? Now, what we want to try and do is get the butter dispersed so that it's not all in one big blob, all right? So it does take a bit of doing. In the winter months, you can put your hands in there easily because you will have cold fingers. But I'm afraid today it's a little bit warm. But you know what? I'll put my hands in there in a minute. I've got lovely clean hands, so all is good. All right, so mix that really well until you can't see. Can you see the flour at the bottom? I'm trying to get rid of the flour, the sugar, get it all blended in with the oats. So now I'm just going to pick it up with my hands, just very carefully crunch it together. Any big pieces of sugar I'm going to squeeze them, squeeze it all out. It's rather nice, this actually. Feels great. That's it. You don't want any big lumps of butter, so keep picking it up. Try not to get it too warm. All right, and then once you get to that stage and you've got your fruit ready like this, I'll probably make about 4 of these. All you do is you sprinkle the crumble all over the fruit. Don't make it too full because you don't want it to overflow, and you want the fruit, you want the crumble to seep into the fruit and the fruit to seep into the crumble. That's it. And then that is all ready to go into the oven. And it will cook for about, this size will only take about 20 minutes. If you were using the larger container, that might take 25, 30 minutes. But you'll know when it's cooked because the crumble is hard, looking yummy, and the fruit underneath is all lovely and soft and cooked. So there you go. Easy peasy, summer fruit, delicious oaty crumble. Enjoy.